Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new movie review for you. Today we're going to be talking about the latest Marvel film from Sony, not the MCU. That's right, today we're going to be talking about Morbius. But before we get started talking about this newest Jared Leto adventure, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep talking and keep growing out this channel here on YouTube towards 200 subscribers. And if you're interested, you should also go ahead on over to Amazon. I'll put the link in the description and pick up your paperback copy of my book, The Accidental Celestial, hardcover coming soon. Stay tuned for news on that. But yes, let's talk about Morbius, starring Jared Leto and directed by Daniel Espinosa. This film is getting a lot of bad reviews, and if you're coming here looking for yet another person trashing the film, you've come to the wrong place, because I actually don't hate this movie. I've seen a lot worse comic book movies. There's Green Lantern. There's some Fantastic Four movies that aren't so great. There's Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't even think this is the worst. I might even say this is better than the first Venom, and that's a film that I think I compare this one to a lot, actually. The first Venom, I thought it had something there. I liked Tom Hardy. I liked the cast. It just needed, it felt like it needed different creative. It needed a different director and different writers, and that we got that for Venom 2, and I actually really liked Venom 2. I feel very much the same way about Morbius. Loved the cast, but I feel like it needs different storytellers behind the camera to really hone in on the really good stuff for a sequel. Joining Jared Leto in this is Matt Smith, playing his best friend since childhood, who has a very interesting role in the film. I don't want to say what it is because it doesn't say so in the trailers. I don't want to spoil anything, but Matt Smith is good and bad at the same time. Like, his performance is good, but I feel like some of the stuff that he was given, like, he does a lot of weird dances in this movie that just kind of feel laughable and just not fitting in with the tone with the rest of the movie. It just felt weird at times, but I feel like he was good with what he was given, if that makes sense. Stealing the show possibly is an actress called Adria Arjona, I believe is how you pronounce it. She's the pseudo kind of sort of love interest for Jared Leto's Michael Morbius in this, and she's great. She probably gets the second most amount of screen time right behind Jared Leto. I don't think I've seen her in much else, so she's great. I hope this leads to a big future for her, because she does have a breakout role in this film, and some very interesting things happen with her character called Bancroft. I'm pretty sure I know that name from the comic books. It sounds very familiar. We'll have to wait to see how that pans out, if we get more movies in this Morbius stuff, or if it ties into a possible Venom 3. We also get Jared Harris, Tyrese Gibson, and a comedian named Al Madrigal in this film, who is really good in this film as well as a detective. Tyrese Gibson more or less just stands around looking serious. He's they cast him as the serious cop, which is weird because he's known as the goofy guy from Fast and Furious, and he's just not exactly a fantastic actor, so I don't know why they cast him as the serious guy, but his partner, Al Madrigal, is hilarious in the film. He's kind of the witty, fun, quick-paced comedian, cop-type character, and Jared Harris kind of plays the mentor role to Jared Leto and Matt Smith's characters, so it's a good cast all around for the most part. Like I said, great characters. I really thought Michael Morbius looked cool when he turns into the human vampire. The special effects look really good. Although the film does go slow-mo way too many times. It's almost like look at our really good special effects, and they are really good special effects, and we know that. We see that. You don't have to go slow-mo every 2 seconds. But like I said, the script's probably the weakest part. It felt very much like a first draft. Like the studio wanted to start shooting right away, so the writers were and a weekend or something, and just tossed in the script, and Sony was like, good enough, it's a shooting script, we'll take it. And it felt like the director wasn't the worst part. He just didn't stand out by any means. It was very basic, shot, very basic stuff there. And that's kind of a good way to describe this movie, is basic. It wasn't trying to go crazy with anything. It introduced us to a cool character. And you know what's funny? Jared Leto was really good in this movie. In the movies, where more recently, in We Crashed and House of Gucci, he's been in really good movies, and he's been so he just can't seem to find that right role with the right tone. But this, he's very good in this. I could definitely see him, hanging out with Tom Hardy's Venom. Very similar tones. And like I said, I very much feel the same way about this that I did the first Venom movie. Really good cast. You can tell there's something there. It just needs a stronger script, maybe a stronger director if we get a Morbius sequel, and I think we could have something fun and special on our hands. You just kind of have to accept at this point, this Sony Spidey villains versus just kind of fun. It's like the Fast and Furious comic book movies. They're fun. They're not going to be epic like the MCU. They're not going to be dark and gritty like the DC stuff. They're fun. If you can accept that, you will probably, if you like the Venom movies, you might enjoy this one as well. It does kind of make me worried though, like, is Kraven the Hunter gonna be like cracking jokes and stuff? I certainly hope not. I hope that one's more serious in tone. I will say there's two post-credit scenes, neither which make any damn sense. I don't want to spoil what they are, but none of them make sense. Probably the weirdest part of the movie. Like I said, overall, good cast. You can tell something's there, but the script, very weak, and the directing subpar at best. So I'm going to give Morbius a 5 out of 10. Not the worst comic book movie ever. I've definitely seen worse, but nowhere near the best. Very much middle ground stuff here from Morbius's debut. Let me know what you thought in the comments of this video. Let's talk all about Morbius. If you want to talk about those post-credit scenes, we can do that down there as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing towards 200 subscribers. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.